Hello, this is a tutorial on how to use Desmos graphing calculator to make a contour plot. So here I have a multivariable function. You have to write the function on the left side and then put the z on the right side because the right side is where you can manipulate everything. So again, let's say I have, I just want to put in a range of z values. So here I have 0 0.1, 0 0.2, 0 0.3, 0 0.4. And we need a better way to visualize this. So set it to a variable z. It's going to ask me for a slider. I know for this function the range is between 0 and 1. If I put in steps of 1, it has 0 and then 1. If I go from steps of 0.1, now I can change it between 0 and 1, but it's steps of 0.1. And then to get a better visualization, make it steps of 0.01. So now I have 10 times as many values. You can press this play button and it'll cycle through the values at the same rate of change. And you'll notice that it gets faster here at the end because the jumps between the contour lines get bigger and bigger and bigger, indicating that here it's more shallow and here it's much more steeper. That can be a nice way to visualize it, but a better way to visualize it is with a list. So instead we're going to set z equal to a list, and this list is going to go, well, here you can just input values manually, so 0.1 comma 0.2 comma etc. Obviously, for a large range of values, that is not a good plan. So you can instead do from example 0 to 1. And the way this works, dot dot dot. So now we have a range of values from 0 to 1 of integers. So if I instead do 0 to 10, I have 11 elements. Or if I start from here, 1 to 10, I have 10 elements. 1 to 100, 100 elements. But obviously, these all fall outside the range of our function, so that doesn't help. Unless we go here, make a new function called a, and set it to 0.01 z. So it just multiplies every element within this function by 0.01. So now if I change this to a, I get my contour plot. Again, very shallow out here, big steps in the contour, very steep here, very small steps in the contour. You can also, instead of doing it this way, set this back to z. You can go here and do 0.1 comma 0.2. Now dot 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 1. And I get a element or a list of 10 elements. That's because the way this works is the list goes from 0.1 to 1 in steps of 0.2 minus 0.1, so steps of 0.1. So if I add a 0 here and a 0 here, I now have 100 elements. Yeah, and so play around with that, and best of luck.